Disclaimer, the following video is an archived livestream that aired on Twitch God knows how long ago, and as of this upload, the game being featured is currently complete. Therefore, any comments in regards to immediate changes will be null and void, as all stream events are essentially set in stone. Aside from that, enjoy the video.
Hell fun.
Oh yeah. I'm Metal Corpus Woman. Okay, so welcome back to the Metroid Prime livestream, ladies and gentlemen. Last time we did practically everything. We got the ice beam, we got the gravity suit. So now we're off to explore the water area of this game and head to the Space Pirate base, which is where they're experimenting on stuff and where we can get power bombs and the grapple beam. And basically, alright, so basically, in this stream, we should be getting power bombs, grapple beam, X-ray visor, and the flamethrower. We're just going to get like fucking everything plus the kitchen sink.
Sick. Nice.
One of these days there's going to be a power-up called the kitchen sink. So yeah.
Is there anything you're not getting this episode?
Yeah. The only thing I won't be getting this episode... Oh, hello? Also, I just noticed that missile to the side out of nowhere. It's like, oh, by the way, missile. Yeah. The only thing I won't be getting this episode is probably the phase-on suit.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but all the primary power-ups are pretty much... This is pretty much... Aside from the phase-on suit, this is pretty much the last of the primary power-ups. So, yeah.
Also, they could just quickly go back to one side. They've revealed like some of the more monsters they're adding into Rise. Two of the ones, they got two new ones, which both look pretty interesting. And they're adding the Kula Yaku into Rise as well. You know the bird thing that steals eggs?
Oh, yes.
That one, yeah, they're adding that back in.
Well, that was in World, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
How many eggs do you think there's going to be?
Early game monster in World.
Right, where do I go again? Hold on. Oh, it's through here. Yeah, sorry. This pit, this is called the Frigate Orpheum. I think it's part, like, you know the place we were in at the beginning of the game? I think part of it crashed here, so we're investigating it to get a bit further. And this bit of the game, there's kind of a bit of a one-off. Oh, Darvish Fanboy G-Trop, we'll make it to you. It's a one-off, and it's just like, to get to one over over. It's good for lore purposes. The one thing I will say, though, this is something I applaud the Prime Trilogy for doing. Metroid Prime 1, while graphically great, had a problem with lighting in the sense that it was a bit dark in areas. Honest to God, in the original Gamecube version of this game, if you went into this area, it felt like you were playing Slender Man. It was that dark.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I mean, granted, Metroid does horror sometimes, like with Fusion, but this was ridiculous. But yeah, also, you need to use the...
If they ever...
So you were saying?
If they ever remake Fusion, it might honestly classify as a horror game.
Metroid 729. Well, mate, good to see you. Thank you for tuning into this stream. Yeah, very fitting, playing Metroid Prime. I mean, it's all about that Metroid.
Yeah.
Dude.
Also, yeah, Sunday crabs. Didn't we? We've got the we have Krabby here. Where's King?
Oh, I just had a horrible idea.
Another one? Also, so this part
I
of the
always
thing,
have horrible ideas.
Yeah. So because of this part of the map, because we're in like a crashed ship area, we have to activate a lot of things. So wave beam is going to be and thermal visor are going to be your best friend. So yeah, this is a very puzzle-oriented area. You've got to activate 4 separate. Yeah. Also, because we're underwater, the beams move a lot slower. Like a lot slower.
That makes a lot of sense.
Rare Wolfgang, well, mate, good to see you. So, do I love playing this game? Absolutely, it's Metroid Prime, it's fantastic. It's not my favourite Metroid game, but it's a game that gets better and better the more I play it. I absolutely adore this game. Funny, because I actually used to hate it. Yeah, literally, in this area, the GameCube version, it was practically black, like pricked black. And here it's much easier to see. But before, it was like, oh my god, man. But don't get me wrong, the GameCube version for speedrunning purposes is the ideal way to play this game, but if you want just a more seamless experience, definitely play the Prime Trilogy version.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Back to the horrible idea, a Fusion remake with an additional mode.
First
where
person
you
mode.
play it 3D, and and there's always an SAX near you.
Oh, what if it's like VR? Ugh.
Oh, God.
Oh,
VR, but yeah, it's first person. Yeah.
A second. Oh, Rare Red Wolfgang, thank you very much for following. I really appreciate it. Now we only need 63 more followers.
Yeah, until showing
more.
Yeah. Because everyone wants to... Yeah. Also, Metroid, hi there.
Everyone wants to see you.
I think I said hello the first time, but just in case I didn't. So yeah,
Hello?
free energy tank. Hooray.
I used to do a decent impression.
729, you are a bold one.
Yeah.
I used to do a decent impression with doing that. Hello there. The content.
Hello there.
Hello.
Say more of this.
That is actually a pretty good one, and I just rewatched that movie today.
Oh,
I just love watching
good movie.
the best Star Wars
Oh
movie.
no, my brother, sister, and we're rewatching the Star Wars films, but we're purposely doing it just for like the meme things. We're dreading Episode 3 because the whole film is a meme. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, in the first 5 minutes, you've got so many. You've got like, oh, I see it. Oh, this is going to be easy, and this is where the fun begins. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We're
Not a happy
sponsored this.
landing.
Oh no,
Not a
I'm
happy
brave enough
landing.
for politics.
Yeah. Another happy landing. Yeah. General Kenobi. Activate him? Oh no, there's one more, I think.
Do you want to know a fun fact about General Grievous? You know the coughing that he has?
Yeah.
That was done by George Lucas when he had bronchitis.
That is an interesting
The
fact.
reason he coughs as well is apparently it's because like Mace Windu like crushed.
Oh, Xanthius and also Metro, thank you for following
Yeah.
me too. And Xanthius will Metro, I really appreciate it. Right, there's one more
Yeah,
switch.
it's like
Oh yeah,
Mace
also,
Windu crushed
wow,
it.
guys, can we get an F in the
Rip
chat for this
stuff.
space pirate? This fucker, this guy drowned. He didn't pass the academy. He doesn't know how to swim. Yeah, get an F in the chat for this space pirate. Poor guy. Anyway, I've got to activate the thingamajig. Sorry, you know what it is? You know when you play a game so much, you forget and you think you can solve a puzzle really early, and then you forget. Wait, I've got to do this thing. You know, you overestimate.
Yeah.
One of those situations. Okay, because I activated this one.
Or you're like me.
Yeah,
when
that's,
you play Fallen Order and you run around in circles for 20 minutes, not knowing where the fuck you're going. I did that so much on Casual. It's like, what am I doing here?
Yeah, why am I here?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
problem.
Dan,
I have
that's,
with, that's the problem I have with like a game, like an open world game for me that doesn't have like a good map. I get completely lost, and I'm like, what am I doing?
Well, again, a good map is
Yeah,
essential for those kind of games.
Yep.
There's no because there's no cards, so there's
shit,
no like
slipped.
marker you can go to. And so it's like, oh well, I'm just gonna run in one direction, hope it's the correct one.
And spoilers, it isn't. Right,
It's
yeah, and I
not.
activated this one. That's 2.
Um,
What on earth could the third one be?
yeah, what you said about Mace Windu horse crushing General Grievous, that's seen in the 2003 Clone Wars.
Yeah, it was in the 2D
Yeah, it
one,
was.
right at the end. Yeah, because again, that's the
Yeah,
first one.
I need to find a way to watch that because
I think it's on YouTube for free,
really
the whole thing. Unless it's, no, you know what, it might be at the
I
very
should,
beginning.
and,
Yeah,
I know when I'm
I know
looking
what
up
it is.
tomorrow.
Yeah. It's right here. There it is. The first one. Again, it's one of those things, you go so far ahead, you forget. You gotta get the first one, dumbass. Do I like FE8? Yes, I do. Fire and Sacred Stones was the first Fire Emblem game I played. It's in my... I'd say it's probably ranked 4th or 5th for me. No, it's ranked 5th, yeah. It's ranked 5th of my Fire Emblem games. I gotta remember. First is Three Houses, then it's Blazing Sword, then it's Path of Radiance, then it's Conquest, and then it's Sacred Stones. It used to be Awakening, but Awakening is a game that the more I play it, I love it still. The more I play it, the more I notice the problems.
Yeah.
But that's just me. I still love the game, but yeah, FE8 is fantastic. Do I like Samus Returns? Yes.
My one. It's my first one.
Yeah, yes, I do like Samus Returns Metroid. Not my favorite
what was
Metroid
it?
game, but a damn good one. Really challenging. I like the the more mission-based approach. Again, the boss fights were loads of fun. Music was pretty cool, especially in the things. And again, it's definitely one of the again when people say like, oh, Dark Souls, like the hardest Nintendo game in recent years is Breath of the Wild. Like, nah, man, play Samus Returns. That's fucking difficult. Yeah, but Samus Returns is a great
there's
time.
only one really difficult thing in Breath of the Wild.
The
That's
Lynels.
under Black Cannon.
No, the
Okay, the
Lynels can be a
Lynels
pain
too,
in the
but you
ass.
can avoid those.
Yeah, true.
You can avoid the Lynels. You have to eventually face under Black Cannon, and he is a
Tackle.
bitch.
Well, mate, good to see you. Oh, FE8 was your first family game too? Wonderful. 'Cause again, for most people, the first was like either Blazing Sword or Awakening. Or in some cases, Fates.
Awakening.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Like it's like either Awakening. It's either like Awakening or Fates because there's quite a few people who stop.
Well, Summit's Three Houses.
And then mine is probably one of
Yeah.
the weirdest ones.
What?
Shadow Dragon.
That is strange. I know Zane did Radiant Dawn first.
The main reason I got to play Shadow Dragon first, I still haven't
I'm
finished
surprised.
it.
I'm surprised Zane's still playing Fire Emblem if Radiant Dawn was his first one.
Well, again, he enjoyed it. There's definitely appeal to Radiant Dawn.
Yeah.
But it's just, again, it's definitely one of those ones where it's not the best place to start. I remember someone actually recently messaged me on Twitter saying, I want to get into old FE. Would you recommend Radiant Dawn? I said, don't play that one first. Play it after you play, like, Path of Radiance or Sacred Stones or, Fire Emblem 7.
Honestly, if you're playing like an older gen, like an older, quote-unquote, older FE game, play Sacred Stones first.
Especially if you come from Awakening, because Sacred Stones and Awakening have a lot of similarities.
Yeah. Because you'll get more familiar, and then like if you want to do like a more linear style one, then probably go FE7.
Okay.
That's too bad.
Also, Kuma Abram, well met. So, Metroid, yes, sorry about that. Again, sorry about your Wi-Fi, but I was saying, yes, I do like Samus Returns a lot, just in case you missed it. Again, if you want to, if someone wants to fill the chat in, just in case Metroid misses anything, when he asks a question, please do. Yeah, we're all here to help out. Not everyone can afford like super fast broadband.
Yeah, no.
And hell, my broadband isn't super fast. I've already had technical issues like twice within a week.
Yeah, I mean mine does like buffer a little bit, but that's because I'm downloading something in the background. So
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Again, bam! Look at that! You saw that nuke go off again. That's the power of a super missile, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Good Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And, Sanchez, I do agree there, but I do also think the difficulty of Dark Souls is a bit overestimated, as it is, while hard, it's extremely fair in its difficulty.
Well, again, Xanthius, I know about the Dark Souls difficulty. I played Bloodborne. They are hard games, but they're hard for different reasons. They're hard in the sense that they punish mistakes really badly. If you don't make mistakes, they're not actually that difficult. It's a case of if you make a mistake, you're fucked. It's not like other games where they're just hard by design and like they're unfair. Like, old NES games where no matter how good you do, you still get punished regardless. Dark Souls is a case of you do well, game's easy. If you do poorly, you're dead. And again, I think that's fine.
Yeah. The thing is with Dark Souls is if you're coming from like a quote-unquote traditional RPG, say like Skyrim or something like that,
or just like any other hack and slash,
like a hack and slash and stuff like that, you're going to get punished and you're going to get frustrated and you're going to think the game's hard.
Yeah.
Trust me, I've said this story like loads of times. I've tried to get into Dark Souls. Believe me, apart from Demon Souls, I have every single of the Dark Souls games, and Bloodborne, and Sekiro, and I still can't get into the series.
Again, it's not for everyone. It definitely is an acquired taste. They're not easy games. I would never call them easy games. When you know what you're doing, they can be easier, but they're definitely not easy. Also, again, this is another reason I love the Wii version of Metroid Prime, because of the multiple jump, and it makes getting these things so much easier.
So no one can't tell me that I didn't try and get into this goddamn series.
Yeah, again, you tried, it didn't work. Again,
I could try. I tried multiple times, but I still
for
couldn't.
goodness sake.
Yeah.
So you gotta.
And then that's very fair, but
Sorry.
mainly
You
meaning
gotta deal with physics.
Dark Souls gives you everything you need to beat everything. You just need to figure out
How to do it, where to go, and how best to fight. Sorry, give us a second, ladies and gentlemen. I want an energy tank. Yeah, look at that, got it.
I will say, Dark Souls, even though I haven't obviously got it to series, has one of my favorite worlds and stories as a whole.
That's what.
In
Again,
video game series.
because a lot of fans, even though Dark Souls 1's gameplay is dated, they still consider it like one of the best because the thing is so damn good. The world is so good and everything. Even my brother's the same. It's like Dark Souls 1 is his favorite because the world and to explore it is incredible, even if the gameplay is, rather dated. Right. That's the space pirate. That's over to the space pirate thing, but I'm going up this way.
A lot of Souls players will say that their favorite is Dark Souls, like the first one, because A, got them into the series, and B, the world is just fantastic.
Yeah. I think the general consensus when it comes to best Souls games is either Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 3, or Bloodborne.
Yeah. I hear a lot of either Dark Souls 1 or Bloodborne. I think 3, some people I think 3 gets let down because of some of the lackluster bosses and some of the bullshit that can happen in there. And 2 is, if you're going to play Dark Souls 2, just play the original, don't play Scholar, because Scholar sucks.
Well, Dark Souls 2, because my brother talked about it, it's literally Gank Souls. Every fight is a
literally
fucking gank, and the level design sucks.
Yeah.
And also with
So look closely, ladies and gentlemen. See, I shot at something and my blast stopped midair. There's an invisible platform there. You need the X-ray visor to see it, but again, if you know where it is, you could just skip ahead, and I like that. It's like, fuck your X-ray visor.
Nice.
It's very nice. Oh, you missed a 74. That's not unheard of. 74% isn't the most reliable, but still, that kind of sucks.
Oh, and then he killed Rebecca. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I mean, granted, Rebecca's a crap unit. I mean, objectively speaking, Rebecca is a bad unit, so it's not that big of a loss, but I know a lot of people love Rebecca, and in my playthrough was anything to go by, Rebecca was disgusting.
Yeah. Don't pay attention to Lewis's Rebecca that he made, because that's
my Rebecca. Again, my Rebecca's the 1% of Rebecca. The same with my Wendy. The same with my Amelia. The same with my who else I have really good in other playthroughs that was not good. The same with my Ingrid. Also, don't touch the Phazon.
No, Ingrid is the other way around. Ingrid is, for 95% of people, Ingrid is a god, and then there's just me, like, probably had
Wolfox is the 5%, his Ingrid is that bad.
Yeah.
Yep. It's still funny because it happens
it could be
twice.
worse. I mean, it could be worse. I mean, it could be fair as Erica.
Oh no, but Ferris Marissa. Yeah, again, Ferris Marissa does not speak for all Marissa. All my Sophia.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing, like, for those of you that don't know in the chat, Ferret plays Sacred Stones, like, recently. Obviously, he's, I don't know, whatever. And his Erica only got 1 strength level up, and he had to use 2 energy rings to get her to double-digit strength.
Yeah,
so bad. And do you want to know something funny?
Dragwins, it's not even a joke. It's a tragedy.
It's not even a joke. Like, the funny thing is, Farah's Erica, when she's promoted, has 12 strength. My unpromoted Erica has 12 strength.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And by the way, 2 of those, the 12 strength, you use 2 energy drops. Or energy rings.
Yeah, I had to use two energy rings to get her to double-digit strength. It was...
Yeah. So, we're going to go up here. Alright, so we've just entered this, the Phazon Mines area. This is where the Space Pirates have set up shop, and they're doing research. So you're in a mining area. This is my least favorite area in the game, because visually it's boring, and you've got to deal with a lot of annoying enemy encounters. But at the same time, you also get some of the better, like, stronger enemies in the game here. And some of, like, this is also where you get a lot of really cool power-ups. So they got that going for it. But before we continue, I'll take a very quick break, and I'll see you all soon. Okay. Okay, so, Rare Red Wolfgang. Okay, I know that you're talking about early ways to get certain power-ups. I'm aware of that in Metroid Prime. I know how to get some of them, but I don't, because when you talk about the early power-ups, are you referring to the Gamecube version? Because in the Gamecube version, I know you can get, like, Space Jump early and so on, but you can't do that in Wii version because of the way the game is programmed. It's just not possible. So if you can get these in the Wii version, that's cool. I prefer to play things a bit more linear. I try to get through it as fast as I can and get power-ups on the way, but I don't try to sequence break too much. That's just how I personally like to play. But again, if you're talking about getting things early, is it GameCube specific? Because in which case I can't do that. Either way.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh yeah. Also yeah. This place again has a lot of Bendesian walls, because again, this place really wants you to use power bombs. Boom. Nice. Also, we're going to come into a new breed of space pirate in a minute, which is I can't remember their name, but basically they're color coded, and you can only hurt them with certain either a power bomb or the color of the beam that you have. So it's yellow, white, purple, or red. Don't worry, you won't run into red ones in this area. That would actually break. If you could, you'd literally be stuck, because you wouldn't be able to win if you ran into red space pirates at this point.
Yep.
So yeah, over there. Okay, so in that door over there, that's where we get the flamethrower, which is the super missile version of the plasma beam. Honest to God, flamethrower kind of sucks. Plasma beam itself is like really strong. It's like a not as strong as, but practically a super missile in its own right. So the flamethrower is just kind of I really don't like the flamethrower. So anyway, exploring through. Again, I like the design of this place. I just think visually it's a little boring. And again, it's meant to be like a research thing. It's not meant to be that exciting, but I don't know. Just compared to every other area in the game, this one, feels a little weak.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Here's another stupid idea. What if?
It's a little like the Wave Buster, but it's got shorter range and it doesn't lock. It doesn't. I don't think it locks on. But even then, like, it's a waste of missiles. And I don't. And the thing is, the plasma beam is so strong. You might as well just use a charge beam instead. So the plasma beam is ridiculously powerful in this game. I mean, it should be. Because in the other games, the plasma beam was like green and like ripped through enemies. Here, it's just like a fire blast. It's heat based in this game. Also, I need to scan them next time. So off we go. And yeah, and I hope you like backtracking, ladies and gentlemen, because you're going to be doing a lot of it in this area. God, if you know what you're doing, you can mitigate it, but this is like the most backtrack-heavy part of the game. Consider this a predecessor to Prime 2, because Jesus Christ, the backtracking in the game is something else.
I mean, backtracking in a Metroid game?
Yeah, who'd have thought?
Who would have thunk? So here's perhaps an interesting idea, and it's in a good pursuit with Metroid Prime and or just Metroid. What if the X-Parasite somehow got infected? Like, there's still one little bit of them left, and it got infected with Phazon.
Oh, a Phazon infected parasite. That would be interesting. Have I played Federation Force? I have not played Federation Force. It's not that I have anything against the game. I heard it can be fun with friends, but none of my friends want to play it, and I'd rather not play it by myself.
Yeah, we don't talk about Federation Force.
And it's not the... I don't think that's the thing. Is it the worst thing? I was going to say it's not the worst thing to come from Metroid, but depending on your stance, it might be. It's either that or Other M, and personally, I don't hate... Again, I have a love-hate relationship with Other M. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world, but it definitely deserves some of the criticisms.
Yeah.
The big thing with...
Anyway, time for some ghost busting action. Again, against these guys, the Wave Buster's so much fun. I'm sorry. The Wave Buster's impractical, but it's so much fun to use, because you literally feel like a ghost buster. It's the best thing in the world. Again, Samus might as well change her name to Sigourney Weaver.
Sorry, Rare Ripple thing. Yeah, we can't always see.
Yeah, we can't always get to your comments, man. We're sorry.
Yeah, not to mention, remember, I am playing the game. I'm looking just at the screen.
Yeah.
Again, so I do apologize, but I'm busy just trying to play the game and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Morva trying our best, but like.
Yeah.
Sometimes. We've also got to pay. The thing is, Losers got to like pay attention to like the chat. We're all basically doing the same 3 jobs at the moment. Apart from we're not playing the game. Me and Wolf aren't playing the game.
Yeah.
Trying to keep an eye on the actual chat.
Idiotic
Gotta
account.
about it.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so here's the thing we've got to do. So we've got to operate this giant laser. So basically, you scan the thing and it shoots a giant laser beam. You use it to drill through this area. If you drill through the first one, that's the way to keep going forward. But if you drill through once, you can find a missile behind one of them. So yeah, bit of a puzzle, like a small little puzzle. You go the extra mile, you can get rewarded for it.
Nice.
Why can't Hammer pick up
Do
that?
you watch the Metroid
trailer
trailer or the Orphean? Wait, do you watch the Metroid trailer or the Orphean? I don't think I watch either of them. If they're YouTubers, I don't watch either of them. And I'm not the type, with exceptions, I'm not the type of person who does dedicated channels to one specific thing. I'm usually just the type of person who just watches people who I find entertaining, like Some Call Me Johnny or Cat Icarus or something. I am subscribed to Star Wars Theory because I find his fan theory videos really good.
Mm.
Yeah.
I've watched a few videos from the Orpheon, and they are very interesting videos on occasion.
Also, don't worry about Metroid. Don't worry about repeating things. It's all good.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, so we're just going to blow... I know that you only have to blow up one of them, but I'm feeling power hungry today, so I'm going to blow up all of them. And the speedrunner community just fucking had a heart attack.
It's the last stream of the year. You gotta go out with a bang.
Yeah, literally.
Okay. Go out with a bang, like John Oliver did for his last video, or his last show this year. Yeah, basically, for anyone who doesn't know, last week tonight, John Oliver just walked out of a huge 2020 sign and blew it up.
Okay, I think I got the missile. Again, it's like space pirates. I just did my job for. I just did your job for you. Ungrateful bastards. Yeah. Also, you know what's funny? I remember there's a log entry in this game that goes into the space pirates did try to mimic Samus morph ball technology, but it didn't end well. I think they had 4 failed attempts.
Oh.
Yeah. Also, this area right here. Right, so you can drop down. It do a lot of damage. Wait, actually, you know, fuck it. YOLO! Yeah, again, I lost like 2 energy tanks. You're supposed to go down slowly. I just said fuck it. Okay, hey, I got the energy tanks to spare. Oh, this room. So yeah, this one, this is where this is where it happens. This is where you get the grapple beam. You need to get to the top, but that's a bit later. So you gotta like use the thing to spin it around and have the colors like move in a certain way, and then yeah, it's you'll be here for a bit if you don't know what you're doing. It's not that difficult though. See again, like can't go straight up. Gotta operate the machine.
One thing that confused me about that analogy, Grimagron, I've heard that Xenoblade X actually isn't bad.
Yeah, Xenoblade X isn't a bad game.
Wait a minute, what did you say?
The room is easily the worst thing in Metroid. It's a Xenoblade X and DMC reboot.
Okay, DMC, yeah, Xenoblade, no. Because Xenoblade, because here's the thing. Xenoblade X is considered the weakest, well even then it's debatable between X and 2, but it's not universally hated. It's still praised by Xenoblade fans, they just don't like it as much as, say, you know, Xenoblade 1 or Xenoblade thing. DMC and Other M, yeah, the fan base hate them, and they're not like, they weren't, critically they were pretty solid overall, but yeah, the fans can't stand them. So Xenoblade X is not in that category.
Definitely not.
Yeah, it wouldn't go that far. Weakest Xenoblade game, yes, but not an outright despised game.
Oh, no. I mean, how can you just despise a game that lets you drive a giant robot transformer around?
Like, yeah, well, even then, just like
you can't full-heartedly hate a game like that. Come on.
So someone will find a way to. I mean, not only that, but again, just like the way it's the world, the ecosystem of it, the music, especially, I still think Xenoblade X is the best battle system in the series.
If it ever gets ported to the Switch, I will find out.
That's the last game that needs to be ported to the Switch at this point. It's just Xenoblade X.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so
you could have just done
the Zelda games.
Imagine doing the Xenoblade like trilogy. Just bundle all of them together.
I meant like Wii U exclusive ones. So yeah, just get rid of them.
Yeah.
One point down. Yeah, so hold the lock on, then it can stay locked on like this, and fire. This is why I love the Wii version. It's much easier to aim to stuff like that.
And I'm glad I have that one, which I still need to actually sit down and
that, and we're going a bit further down. Cool. Yeah, it shouldn't. We actually should be getting the power bombs rather quickly, but like I said, we also have to get the other power ups too. The plasma beam is like, oh my god, that's a puzzle and a half. Which again, in the GameCube version, you can get it really early, but Wii version, not the case. Which is ironic because I never actually played the GameCube version. Not because I didn't get into Metroid until Metroid Prime 3, and by that point, and I had the trilogy, I just didn't feel the need to play the GameCube versions of these games. I got nothing against them. It's just again, I don't see any. Oh, also, if you blow this up, watch. It's on. Boom. It's a chain reaction. They were hiding in wait for you. It's like, yeah, fuck you guys. Yeah, I have heard the gameplay of the DMC reboot is really good. To be fair, Outrun's the same case. People are like, wow, the gameplay of Outrun is really good. The whole entire package is awful. I mean, when the gameplay is good, that's definitely a positive. Also, new breed of enemy here. This is the elite space pirate. So what you got to do is you got to wait for them to attack you, then you attack them back. Otherwise, they'll put up their hand and use like a force field that just negates all attacks. Hit him with a super missile, you'll be all right.
Hello, gamer fan.
Gamer fan.
Gamer fan. Well, mate, good to see you. Yeah. So yeah, I love the design of these guys. They're really cool. So yeah, and super missile. Yeah. No, see that. You wait a minute.
Back for a bit.
Wait, and again. Yeah, 2 super missiles will do it. Oh wait, no, I was wrong. It's not 2 super missiles. Might be 3. One sec. Yeah, 3 super missiles will do it. But again, these are really cool enemies, and you think this is cool. Wait till we get to the boss of this area. Ooh. Oh, Shadow Dragon. Well, Matt, good to see you.
Yeah, hello there.
I think we're going to encounter more... let's scan this. Again, if you read all the stuff, you can find out what's going on with all the space pirates and so on. And just, like, what they've been going through to try and harness the phase on. Because right here, they're gathering it up. Yeah. Oh, wait, gotta scan him. Also, for some reason, the enemies that are... Again, I find it odd that the ice enemies can get frozen. It's like, seems kind of counterintuitive, but okay.
My Pokemon logic has failed me.
Yeah. Can ice... I don't... Alright, I'm pretty sure ice Pokemon can't be frozen, but I can't verify that.
No, yeah, ice Pokemon can't be frozen. I don't...
Thought so.
Actually, now you say that, I'm not 100% sure. I don't think they can be.
Right, you go through there, that's a shortcut back, so we just head up.
Wasn't it, like... Was it Gen 5 that fixed the electric types can't be paralyzed?
Gen 6 couldn't be... electric types could not be paralyzed.
Oh, it was Gen 6. I knew it was one.
That was Gen 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in Gen 7, steel types could be poisoned if it was one particular Pokemon.
Yep. And I love that Pokemon. One of my favorite Gen 6 Pokemon.
Wait, I wish it sadly is pretty...
What game that's Xanthias?
Yeah, what game is that? Again, an extinct Switch game. That's odd. Again, it's strange considering the Switch is only 3 years old. It wouldn't have a delisted game at this point. At least I don't think it would.
No, it's a game series that got, like, was extinct, that probably won't get put on Switch.
Oh, okay. Yeah, ice types are immune to being frozen. That's their one good defensive utility. Aside from that, they suck defensively.
And guess what type I made my Pokemon OC main? Ice types.
I mean, offensively, they're amazing. There's no two ways about that.
I mean, offense on ice types is fantastic. Kind of similar to bug types. Very good offense, but just not very good.
That's the thing with like the one
Aquamate,
super
can
subject.
see you.
That's the thing, is like I've literally started making like monotype OC trainers for every single type. Because
Nice.
I blame Maggie. I blame Maggie.
Well, to be fair, that's what most gym leaders do.
What?
Yeah.
Blame Maggie?
Yeah. So yeah,
Yes.
this thing activates like poison gas, and you have to get out of there. You come back here with a power bomb, and you're all good. No, actually, yeah, you come back here with a power bomb, and you're all good. You think Samus's visor would filter out the poison gas, but apparently she's on a budget.
Jaguar's my favourite ice type is also Mamoswine, if we're not including legendary.
Oh, Mamoswine's a great ice type. Yeah, definitely.
If we're including legendaries, then it's Articuno.
Same Dan, but as much as I enjoy
It's not,
both of those,
Okay, so
mine
Drag,
is definitely Weavile.
it's not as a Phazon pirate. It's just an elite space pirate. The Phazon pirate's later. That's the one where you get like a Chozo artifact. It's not that much different from the elite pirate. It just takes more hits. Also, hold on. You guys want to see something funny? Give us a sec. Oh wait, I don't.
Oh,
I think I may have already activated him. Hold on. No, look at this one guy. His AI hasn't kicked in yet. Right, look, his AI has not kicked in yet. He's just standing there. He doesn't know what to do. His AI has no clue. Surprise, bitch!
Hey.
Oh, I sent him flying!
You ever wonder why we're here? Like, he was just talking to his friend, wondering why he's here.
And then I was just like,
Saying how
fuck
he's one of our
you!
great mysteries, and then just...
Oh, that was hilarious. Can we get F in the chat for that guy? He had no clue. Sorry, okay.
A big S.
Yeah. Whew, these poor space pirates, man. Imagine when they hear that. By the way, Sam's on her way here. Well, fuck. That was hilarious. Yeah.
Orange pretty good.
Because yeah, the AI hadn't kicked in yet. Again, you're not within proximity for the AI to kick in, and it's like, oh shit. So yeah, activate. By the way, these things will activate sporadically. Some, I think they're fixed when they activate. You just got to deal with them when they come about. The elite pirates, they're in their cocoons at the moment. Oh, I didn't see that guy. Boom.
You were the surprise. Excuse me.
Yeah, all the scanning because this is Metroid. We've got to scan it, practically everything.
If you were
Yeah,
to
it's
marry
part of the
Fate,
completion
suppose
thing.
who would-
Right, I know one of them is going to activate. I just can't remember which. Oh, a second.
If you were to marry Fate's child, who would it be and why? I don't know.
Fate's child.
Probably. I don't know. I'd say Valoria just because, like.
I'd say Selkie or Valoria because they seem some like the older female kids, and you know, Selkie's cute.
No, wait.
Oh no, that's
Sophie, that's the one.
Oh, Sophie,
And
yeah,
I think
Sophie's
there's
cute.
another reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, the
I
thing is,
think
I
there's a
don't. The
reason.
thing is, I don't ever marry. Like, I didn't even marry the Awakening kids. Yeah, I did not marry Lucina. Sue me.
Lucina will.
Yeah, and Wolf Fox.
Yeah.
No, I understand completely.
Again, it's not. I'm not nothing against the
Sophie is
characters.
awesome.
Lucine's my favorite character in next to Sumi. I was about to say it. No. Sumi is my favorite character in Awakening. But it's just a case of I personally just doesn't sit with me. I know they are, you know, of legal age and all that stuff. It's just me personally.
Yeah, no.
It's the same way
I
I've
know
never
what you
married Elise or Sakura. I don't even like marrying them off to other people unless like it's Hayato, because at least Hayato is within relatively decent age range. So yeah, this is like an invisible drone. He can be a bit of an annoying to fight. If you want, just fucking look for the things, fire the missile, boom, dead. And no, you cannot scan him. Right, so we're gonna go from here, then we'll take a break. But first, see that? That's the power bombs. So we're gonna make our way through a tiny little maze, which reminds me of that one Mario Party mini game in Mario Party 5. Oh, let me scan.
This actually reminds me of a mini game from Wii Party. If anyone's ever played that here.
Oh, which one? Because there's meant to, wait. Oh, the game Wii Party. So I thought you meant Mario Party for the Wii. It's like
Wii Party.
Yeah, I heard that was actually quite good.
Wii Party is pretty fun. It's basically
By the way, you see these pools of
Mario
water?
Party,
You
but
blow them
with
up.
me.
Yeah, and you get an extra space. Ow. Yeah. I'm like a rat in a rat in a maze. Oh.
It's a shame that Mario Party doesn't do online multiplayer.
Well, to be fair, if it did, the moment someone doesn't get a good roll, they disconnect.
Yeah.
But I was thinking though, like, if they did, that would be a hilarious stream.
That would, Mario Party Online. I mean, granted, if I got together with people,
True.
I'd love to do Drunk Mario Party, because that would be hilarious.
Oh, yes.
Oh boy.
That would be amazing.
So yeah, that's powerbomb ammo right there.
That would probably not end well.
No, of course not. So yeah,
You know
so
what-
the game take a
you know
quick
what
break and I'll
this
see you all
reminds-
soon. Yeah, but Mario Party is fun. I heard Super Mario Party is actually really good. That's the one on the Switch.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the
yeah, I've
Vendesium,
heard,
and
like,
we're going to break the
decent things
structure.
about
We can't go much further. I just want to show where we can get to, and then where we're going to backtrack. But I want to blow this place up.
You just missed exploring and nerding, Dark King. So not too much.
Yeah, Dark King
Nothing
wants
out of
to.
the
Yeah, okay, it's
ordinary.
just typical Metroid. We explore, we nerd out, we talk about stuff. And we just recently started talking about awakening kids we may possibly marry.
Yeah. Sounds like every BlazingKnight stream.
Awakening,
Just
no.
nerding out.
Oh, Fates, sorry, Fates.
Yeah.
Thanks, yeah.
Yeah. I mean.
Awakening.
if
Hey,
I were to-
Awakening.
I-
Hey, again, the child mechanic is so blatantly copied from Awakening. We might as well call it Awakening.
Yeah.
True, but outside of that, the gameplay from Awakening is largely refined.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Fates definitely improved the gameplay a lot. Awakening had a lot of cool introductions, just very unbalanced. So if we activate this thing, the Metroids are going to come. The Metroids are going to come and attack. So it's like they're just doing their business, just monitoring the thing. It's like, oh shit. Yeah, it's like, oh shit. Yeah, the Metroid, they will attack the other enemies for you if you want. Oh, someone's hosting.
Probably one.
Probably.
Yeah, that's one.
Okay. Thank you for hosting, Juan. Mystic Blue, well met. Good to see you, and well met, Juan. Appreciate you tuning into this last live stream of the year. I mean, it won't be that long. Again, like 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now, I'll be streaming again because January.
Yeah.
So again, to get through here, you technically don't, but you do need the X-ray visor, and need the power bombs, and you need the plasma beam. So I'm off to go get I'm going to get the grapple, the plasma beam, and the X-ray visor. Yeah. The X-ray visor is the next one they want you to get, but on the way back you get the grapple beam, and then you go get the plasma beam, because for the love of God, That fucking plasma beam is so good. It becomes like my new default beam, unless it's a very specific enemy.
Excuse me.
Here we
Yeah, I
go.
doubt if we were to ask, or I doubt if I were to say who I'm married from the Awakening Kid, if anyone would be surprised.
Yeah.
I think,
Oh, there they are.
to be fair, I don't think the only one I have married of the Awakening Kids was Lucina.
I mean, if I had to pick
Right.
anyone that wasn't Lucina, I think I might go with Kiel, because I have a thing for knights and she seems kind of cool.
I can actually, yes, she might be my number 2, or Nah. I quite like Nah.
Well, maybe Nor, just Nor, because she deserves someone nice.
Yeah. It's,
Mine would.
it's really hard if you're choosing one of the Awakening Kids to marry. It's out instead of Lucina. It's really hard because they're all really good.
Yeah.
Apart from,
I mean, granted, I think with the boys though, you've got really good choices. You've got Jerome, you've got Inigo, you've got Wayne, you got Jan, you got all that stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. My second.
You got Brady and all that
might
jazz.
actually surprise quite a lot of people. It would be
Mystic
Severa.
Blue,
Severa,
Getting
okay.
through Marianne's Paralog.
I mean, Tsunderays are definitely, there is definitely a market for the Tsunderays.
Not even because she's.
Hold on.
Go on.
How's it got through Marianne's
I think
Paralog?
because
Okay,
it's
Mystic Blue. Alright, get around, children. We're going to break down Marianne's Paralog. Okay, so Marianne's Paralog, Mystic Blue. First of all, if you have someone that has either Rescue, Warp, or what's its face, or Physic, use them to get Marianne away from danger or to get yourself closer to Marianne to help her out. And the other thing you want, gambits. Have people who have really good gambits, because that's going to be a lifesaver, because the map is primarily just monsters, so you need to take them out. So again, you got gambits, Physic, Rescue, Warp, go for it. That's all you really need. So if you've got Constant, she can be good, Flame can be good, Lysithia, Linhardt, and again, in terms of like spell utility, Mercedes, because Physic. So yeah. And again, as far as gambits go, anyone who's got really good authority rank and high charm, aka Lysithia. So yeah, that's what I recommend. What you want to do is get Marianne as close to you as possible, so that and away from the monsters, because otherwise she will get decimated. Anyway, this is a missile. It's a map station. Yeah, thank you.
Gamerfan is also correct. Bring at least 2 torches.
Yeah,
torches too. Yeah, definitely torches. Actually, I forgot. Also, if you have A rank, Faith with Manuela, she can learn Warp. Again, I think, honestly, God, all right, I'm gonna for each of you, I'm gonna ask, who do you think is a slept-on unit in? I'll ask for different fighting games, but let's start with Three Houses. Who do you think slept on? I think Manuela's a slept-on unit in Three Houses, because again, her stats are really balanced. She's got really good speed growth. She has a good reason and spell pool, and she can learn things like Soul Blade. I think she gets overlooked too much.
What did I say slept on?
But that's just me personally.
I would say Catherine, but Catherine isn't exactly overlooked. Catherine
Yeah.
well, she's good right from the get-go, and everyone sees it. You get
Honestly,
to see
it might be a
as an
bit.
NPC.
It might be a bit of recency bias, but I would say Ignatz.
Oh no, I can see that. Why exactly though, Dan? Because I don't know too much about Ignatz.
No, the reason I say Ignatz is maybe recency bias in the fact he's performing really well on my Golden Deer run. But but he's not like, in terms of like archers. Obviously, he's not as good as like Claude or
Leonie,
Ash or like Shamir. But he's decent, and he can become like a decent assassin because he's got good speed. He's got decent strength and dexterity as well. So he's
not bad magic either.
Solid unit. Yeah, not bad magic, and I think his build was actually not that bad either. Plus, obviously he has that. He can get sealed strength, which, if he can, it can be okay.
Yeah.
And he's also really good at critting people.
Yes, he is, because of the luck and stuff. One sec. Okay, so Warp, Rescue, Torches, Gambits, Lots. Have I missed anything? Physic, yeah. Mystic Blue, make sure you've got... Usually if they've got Warp or Rescue, they've got Physic too. Physic, so you can heal from distance.
And then for Lysithia,
which
doesn't have Physic.
Manuela doesn't either. But, okay, so here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. You can go this way to shortcut back to, I think it's like Talon Overworld or Chozo Ruins, or maybe Phazon Mines. Mackerel Caverns. Don't go this way, because if you go back here, you can get a lot of stuff really early and it will save you a trip. So just go back the way you came and get all the stuff along the way. But not only that, Dan, but Ignatz is a really good rally bot. Oh wait, I think this is... No, wait. Yeah. This was... Sorry, this was actually the way I was talking about. Don't go this way. Sorry, I showed it off, but yeah, you don't go this way, because this leads to... yeah, this leads to back here. You'll come back here eventually. Don't go this way. Go the other way. Sorry, again, I got them mixed up. So do go... Yeah, go through the wave beam door. Don't go through the ice beam door. Would you space pirates please go away? Hold on a second. Yeah. Oh, nice. Very nice. Again, if you fully charge a ice beam shot, it outright shatters them. Like that. Really nice. I don't know if Raphael slept on, because I see people doing stuff with him. I think people don't use him to his full potential, though, because I've seen him take down the Death Knight really early.
I think it's because he's built very similarly to the dude, just kind of on like a little bit of a lower tier.
Yeah, but like more physical, less defensive.
Yeah.
More attack, less defense.
Yeah.
Dark King, a Slept-On unit is just a unit that not a lot of people use, but is actually if trained well, can be really effective.
It's one of the units where they're not necessarily good, but people usually don't give them enough credit. I'll give you one example of a Slept-On unit. Does anyone remember Leonardo in Radiant Dawn?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to know why he slept on, which I discovered? Because basically, part 1, he's rubbish. He's an absolute trash unit. Part 3, he's actually really good because he gets his personal weapon, which not only has high base damage, gives him +5 speed, and that speaks for itself. But not only that, in his first chapter in 3, you can get a Brave Bow, and because there are hawks and flying units in part 3 quite a bit in the in the Door Brigade maps, he can absolutely decimate them. So in part 3, Leonardo is actually a pretty good unit, just a bit slept on.
Yeah. So who would you say is... let's go backwards in games. We've gone 3 houses. Let's go Echoes.
Slept on in Echoes. It's hard to say.
Jesse.
Oh, Jesse, yeah, because he's a Myrmidon. He's a Dreadfire.
Yeah.
But he is, from the ones you get, he's one of the worst, but he does have one little gimmick that does make him extremely powerful.
What's that?
He has very high luck, and luck actually affects crits in Echo.
Okay, cool. Yeah, well, I think luck's always affected crit, or at least to an extent. I don't... Atlas being slept on? I'm not sure, because I know a lot of people that do like to use Atlas. I can see what you mean, though.
Well, because Atlas is a villager, so he can become anything you need him to.
Yeah, I don't know about anyone else who... I think, actually, you know what? I think Ziggy actually discovered this recently, because most people don't use Est... get off me! Stupid Metroids. Most people don't use Est, but I think people discovered that Est is actually the best Pegasus user in the game somehow. So it's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
That actually made... That just makes me laugh way too much.
Because most of them like Est is awful, and they realize, wait, no, Est is good. Shit. So Echoes I can't really think of slept on, because I think like Echoes one is kind of everyone's established. Oh no, do you know who is slept on? Who it's been explained to me is really good. Clive. Most fans think Clive is absolute trash.
Oh.
Because for a lot of people, Clive is too slow. But the thing about Clive is you promote Clive as early as possible, because the bases for Gold Knight are ridiculous, and he becomes a Gold Knight.
Mm-hmm. It's odd because Echoes is like the one game where you don't wait to promote units. Like as soon as they can promote, you do it immediately.
Yes.
Don't wait.
So now we got the Grapple Beam. It's situational, but it has its uses. You'll see it used a lot more in Prime 3. We can actually rip enemy shields off. So what you do is you use the nunchuck, you fling it forward, then you fling it back. It's so much more useful in Prime 3. Go away! Sorry, these Metroids are being really annoying today. Naughty little Metroid.
Okay, so going backwards again. Fates.
Oh, that's interesting. There's quite a few.
And you can't say Setsuna because you've already said her multiple times.
I didn't say Setsuna was slept on because I don't think she slept on.
Well, no, if you
sleeps on you.
Really.
Oh, right. You know what? I think, Revelations Hayato, people don't give enough credit. I don't like Hayato, but in Revelations, it's actually pretty good. Because he got a buff to his bases, and he's got high availability, and his build is one of those ones where he can be a really good mixed attacker. So if you make him like an Oni Chieftain, he's actually pretty good. I don't know about, who else slept on?
Silas?
No, people tend to use Silas a decent amount.
I always, whenever I play Fate, I always use Silas.
Yeah, so do I, because Silas, you just get him in most pathways really early, and he's, as a Cavalier, he's extremely well balanced.
Yeah.
The main reason I think he might be slept on, potentially, is Xander.
Yeah.
Perry.
Do you know who's actually really slept on and not given enough credit? Leo. People sleep on Leo so much.
Yeah. Like, that's just in lore. Leo's a fantastic spell user, but in lore, he gets slept on every time.
Yeah, no, it's the thing that, for most people, Leo has speed issues, but there's so many ways to work around it. Paras bonuses, tonics, there's so many ways you can negate Leo's speed issues. I think Kagero's a little bit slept on because most people, again, Silas is like the meta ninja, and a lot of people like to use Kaze, and because Kagero joins late, most people don't use her. Has her problems, like she's very frail, but she's actually one of the ninjas with a really good strength growth. So she's got that going for her.
I always use Kagero. She's my fate waifu, so I have to.
Yeah, I mean, I use her as well. I don't know about Rinka. Because Rinka's good, but I don't know if people sleep on her.
You could say Rinka, because she doesn't, she's not necessarily the strongest. She's literally probably the only tank that you could have in both.
Azuma's also a tank, but he's a healer too.
I don't use Azuma because fuck it.
Alright, yeah.
Is Flora slept on?
Laura?
Flora.
Flora, oh yeah, I think Flora's a little bit, because I bet... Oh, no, do you know who's really slept on? What's his face? Who's the village guy in, the Wind Tribe? Fuga, that's it.
Fuga?
Have you seen Fuga's bases? They are so good, but no one really uses it.
Yeah,
Fuga is massively slept on.
Fuga is, he's quite good.
Fuga gave me some shit when, even now when I play Birthright, he still gives me some shit.
Yeah, another slept on unit, Conquest Gunter. Conquest Gunter's good. Again, the guy joins with 20 base defense.
There's so many. Fate is quite a lot of select on units.
Do you know what it is? And this is kind of the fault of the game. They place too much emphasis on the royals.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, I think Perry's not massively slept on, but I do think she is a little bit underrated.
Yeah. I think the main thing with Perry is just competition.
Again, Gunter, Silas, Xander, and Gunter.
He joins later. Yeah, that's just... Yeah, you're not going to win that unless you have something very... a gimmick that's very anti-cav, but works for some reason. For example, you would have incredible rest instead of defense. Why would that work? Oh, she's a good
do you know who else I think is quite slept on? You know what? Selena's actually I think, slept on. Because her base speed is actually really good, and she can reclass into Pegasus Knight. In the Norian pathway, so, you know.
Selena.
Yeah. Selena is... The thing with Selena, it's also, 2 chapters later, she gets very strong competition with Laszlo.
Yeah, but if she's got good level ups by then, I think Laszlo becomes irrelevant.
Yeah.
True, but I prefer Laszlo.
Yeah, I don't know. Laszlo's more consistent. I just think Selena with a bit of investment will be better, but that's it's with investment, you just got to get lucky.
Yeah, that's true. Laszlo also has his personal dancing, which is very useful in the
it's like his own rally skill.
Yeah, and that's fun. Also, I hardship Laszlo
that is something
a dancer and a singer.
Yeah, that's something very interesting. The fact that Fate has the whole cast is practically slept on. Why? Because fuck it, Xander and Rio will just dominate. Hell, I think Hinoka slept on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, Awakening.
Slept on Awakening units.
Probably.
That's hard because
You know what? I think pretty much anyone that joins after Henry, because Sayri's a pretty good swordmaster, basis wise. Flavio and Basilio are pretty good.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of them. Again, it's hard to say with the Awakening class. The Awakening class has been used to death.
Yeah, they've been used to that. Plus, you can make them. You can make any unit in that game practically broken.
Yeah, I mean, look at Dom, for goodness sake.
So it's
So it's hard to say with Awakening because again, a lot of people do use.
I haven't played Shadow Dragon, so I can't actually say. And New Mystery, so I can't say.
If I remember correctly, Xanthius, sure it is pretty good. I think, again, I do think a lot that he is slept on. I don't know to the extent though. I do think if I remember correctly, sure is pretty good though. Anyway, before we continue and get the X-ray advice, I'm going to take a quick break and see you all soon.
He can do anything, but not incredibly well.
Unless he gets RNG blessed,
Yeah, and that's kind of the thing, I think.
Yeah, it's interesting when it comes to CPU and Fire Emblem. Next, I can't say for Shadow Dragon because I've not played
that's not one for Fate. It's because he's just not very good in Fate.
Yeah.
I was going to say Odin.
So we want to do Shadow Dragon.
I find it hard to vouch for Odin because most people, even then, they know if you want to use Odin in Fate, just reclass him to Swordmaster.
Yeah, I have used Odin as a sorcerer before, and I just gave him a Forged Odin's Grimoire or Thunder with a crit boost and a long name, so I can just crit for days.
Yeah.
That's basically the only thing you can do.
Yeah, Shadow Dragon, Sabaki's not slept on because Sabaki just isn't very good. Again, Hinoka joins one chapter later and she's way better, and even and this is like, wow, even the slept on unit's better than you.
Yeah.
Again, Tsubaki is one of those that has a gimmick, but his gimmick is just weird.
Bad.
Yeah.
So, if Radiant Dawn.
I already said, what's its face?
Leonardo.
Yeah, I think a lot of the Crimea Royal Knights are slept on. Marcia slept on. I think Lucia slept on. Also, so now we have the X-ray visor, so we could see through walls and stuff like that. Turns out we can blow this one up with a powerbomb.
Yeah, I think the reason Marcia slept on is because she's just not as good as her Path of Radiance form.
That, and also when it comes to flyers, Jill and Ha.
Flying units, it's Ha and Jill.
Yeah. Okay, so I also think not so much when it comes to like the LTC players, they know how good they are, but the average player doesn't realize that Uki and Janeth are amazing. Those are the two Hawks in Radiant Dawn.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they're really good. Who else is kind of slept on? Mega's not slept on. This isn't biased. Mega's not slept on. Meg sucks.
Sorry, I could not resist that.
For God's sake.
Wait until Lewis Let's Play Radiant Dawn, because he's already streamed it, and Meg actually becomes really good.
Well, again, I said I would use Meg, but I'm only using it on easy mode.
She's gonna cry all the time. Meg's on screen being amazing. She's supposed to be bad.
It's also one thing that's very funny thing. Meg is the only one who can really reach the same class as the Death Knight in that game, being a sword armor.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
Or the Black Knight, sorry.
Yeah, Black Knight. Yeah. Okay, so in terms of is what's his face slept on? Rolf. Rolf is difficult because Rolf's better in Radiant Dawn, no question, and the class is better. But Shinon, I'm sorry, Shinon.
Out of the ground mercenaries, like if you're gonna use an archery, you're gonna use Rolf, or are you gonna use Shinon? Like.
Yeah.
If I ever play Radiant Dawn, I probably will use Rolf because if I don't like a person's character, I don't use them. And I hate bigots.
Yeah.
Bigots deserve to get punched in the face.
Yeah. Yeah, again, no America with bad units, anything's possible. I don't know about... Alright, here's one that is slept on, and that's Danved or Dev Dan, because contrary, because here's the thing, he's actually technically the best of the Sentinels in the game, outside of, if you take into account Nephany, Aaron, and him. He's technically the best because he has the best bases, his solid growths, and he starts with S rank lances. Whereas Aaron starts with shit bases and poor weapon rank and so on, and Nephany starts with okay weapon rank and poor strength, which gets weighed down and slowed down. Oh yeah, also, you have the X-ray visor, now we can actually see these things permanently, which is really good. The only thing is, obviously, Danbed has really bad availability issues and Nephany doesn't. So,
yeah.
Nephany is actually the best Wishblade user of the three because of her speed cap as opposed to the other two. But generally, Danbed is better than them. But neither of them, none of them are necessarily good, so to speak. It's weird. Radiant Dawn's a weird one. Do you like Ewan in FE8? Sometimes I like training him. Admittedly, he's the worst unit in FE8, generally speaking. I mean, objectively speaking. But a lot of people like training him. I do like making him like a summoner or a druid. That is quite fun, I won't deny.
Would you say in Radiant Dawn that both Tanith and Sigrun are slept?
Yes, definitely think Tanith massively, because Tanith is actually... She's the best of the pegs. Tanith is great. Oh, do you know one who else is slept on? Micaiah. Micaiah is straight up slept on.
Agreed, Dragways.
I think the reason Micaiah slept on is because her speed growth is abysmal.
Her speed and her bulk is dreadful. But the thing people forget to realise is, wait a minute, her speed and bulk might be abysmal, but her magic is amazing, her res is amazing, she gets staff rank upon promotion, and Thani can nuke horses and calves.
Yeah.
So we've got the X-ray visor. Now we're off to get our plasma beam.
Thani can nuke horses and calves.
Metroid.
Yeah.
I'm not having a. Sorry, I don't have a Metroid channel in the Discord server because there's not a big enough demand for it from the general thing. It's just more video game chat, and you can mention Metroid or general chat. Sorry to say, but the only reason we have like Fire Emblem and Persona is because there's a big demand for it. If the demand for a Metroid channel gets there, I will add it. But for now, no, sorry.
That actually makes a thing loose. Did you see the thing I posted just earlier in the Patreon video game chat?
I did not because I was busy setting up.
Alright, so basically, Ritual of the Night is getting a classic Vania mode.
Oh yeah, I mentioned seeing that. I remembered seeing that actually.
Well, that's
I'm glad Ritual of the Night is still getting support and all that stuff.
Yep, and it's for free.
Nice. Well, again, that's how you do it. That's how you support your game.
Indeed.
Again, you've already made the money. Just indulge us.
Yeah.
Indeed. I do wonder how that is going to look. Is it going to be as hard as Classic Vania?
Depends.
Is it going to be more...
Because Bloodstained is no pushover. But again, with the limitations, it might be... Oh, wait, this is a Town Overworld. Alright, sorry, I went the wrong way. So I think Radiant Dawn, we've mentioned quite a few. Is there anyone
Path of
else?
Radiance.
Slept on the use of Path. I think Tormod, because the only reason I say that is because he's got Clarity, which gives him +2 movement, and this is Path of Radiance, so yeah. I think Lucia and Bastion in Path of Radiance have slept on a little bit, and Jeffrey. As sad as it is, I have to admit, Path of Radiance Makalov is a bit slept on. I hate it, but he is. The reason I say that is because he's a mounted unit in Path of Radiance, which means he's automatically good. But no one uses him. And for good fucking reason.
I can hear the vinegar from your voice from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's painful. I don't want to admit it, but I'm not going to lie. Who else do I think is slept on in Path of Radiance?
I have not played Thelius, so okay. I have no input.
Yeah, I haven't played Path of Radiance and I haven't finished Radiant Dawn, but yeah.
You know what? I honestly think, because a lot of people don't use it that much, I think Path of Radiance has a little bit slept on. Also, yeah, it's a good thing I got this X-ray visor because his Chozo ghosts don't fucking stop. See how annoying these guys are? And again, you don't have the X-ray visor, you can't track them.
Who are you gonna call?
Yeah.
Samus.
Indeed.
So...
Why did the stage price in FE6 is better than 7 and 8? I don't know, I haven't really noticed the difference. Maybe it's because of the characters who are associated with them. Because again, like, lose one, maybe the color scheme just looks better.
That might be it.
Yeah. Also, we're off to get a thing, so we've got to do a little bit of a spider ball thing. Yeah, Chozo Ruins has a lot of stuff you can get now that I have power ones and so on, so a part of this video is going to be cleanup, just because again, I'm on the way there, might as well get a shit ton of power-ups on the way, so it's going to help in the fight against the Omega Pirate. It's not difficult, but you need all the help you can get.
So, Sacred Stones. Start on unit and Sacred Stones.
Slept on the Sacred Stones. It's hard to say because Sacred Stones are so easy. I think Serene is a little bit slept on because people ignore her a lot.
Serene, I'm trying to remember who the hell that is.
Oh, Tsukiyomi. Well, we can see my favorite, and Zach Mass on Rachel Bonnet. My favorite area from this game, Fendrana Drifts, without question. It's fucking beautiful, and we pretty much finished there. This is a shame, but Fendrana Drifts easily. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it.
Oh, I know. I remember who Serene is. I forgot who she was for a second there. I mean, that's
I'm blanking on her right now.
Serene is the one with green hair. She joins in the chapter where
she's Vanessa's older sister.
Yeah, Vanessa's older sister.
Ah.
She's the last unit you recruit in Sacred Stones, isn't she?
She is actually, yeah.
Okay, then that's on.
Because I can't say. Obviously, I can't say Tana slept on because she's not. I can't say Garrick. I can't say the trainees because A, they're not good, and B, people love them to death. Again, it's hard to say.
Mulder? Obviously, how the trainees roster.
Noel's a little bit slept on because Noel's actually pretty solid. It's just everyone's like, oh, Ewan.
Yeah.
No, but Mulder is not slept on. People know how good Mulder is. Again, he's got a meme, Mulder the Boulder.
Exactly.
Yep.
There's a fan-made gif of Mulder slamming his staff into the ground and flexing his shirt off to heal someone.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so now we can also get
I want to see that now.
Yeah. Again, Sacred Stones, because it's so easy, I don't think there's many slept-on units, to be fair. I really don't.
Would you say that Carl and Ford are slept on? Because
Ford. I think Ford. Carl is not, because everyone says that Ford's the worst cab in the game, which he is. But he's still a cab, and he's still really good. I think he gets a little bit too much overlooking. There are reasons why, I'm not going to point out. But yeah. So yeah,
and France. So Blazing Sword.
Blazing Sword. Slept on
Eliwood?
Blazing Sword. No, Eliwood's not good.
What about
Eliwood is not good. He's
Eliwood?
Who?
Guy.
No, because he has got quite a fan base and he's sword master in Blazing Sword, which is not good. I think Isadora slept on. Lowen is also slept on.
Yeah.
You know who else I think is kind of slept on? I think Dorcas, because people keep going on about, Dorcas only has a 20% speed growth. But they don't realise he's got a base speed of 6, which is actually quite nice. So I think Dorcas is a little bit slept on.
Just don't touch his button and no one dies.
I mean, if he's speed screwed, you just give him some speed wings and he'll be fine.
Yeah. Anyone else? I think Ark is a little bit slept on. He's actually quite good, but everyone just says, fuck it, Pen.
Yeah. Grima Agron, Nino's not slept on, she's trash. I'm sorry, as a unit, Nino is terrible.
Yeah, Nino is not. Here's the thing: Nino is not slept on because everyone loves Nino, even though she's not good.
Yeah, everyone loves Nino.
Again, slept on is a case of like they're not getting used enough, and they're not as bad as and they're not actually that bad. Nino gets used a lot, and she is bad. That's not slept on.
Yeah. Binding Blade.
Cecilia, massively slept on. Also, I think Noah is slept on. I also think who else is slept on? There's quite a few actually. I think Echidna's a bit slept on. I think Barta's slept on. I think Q is slept on because his actual bases are actually pretty solid. There's quite a few. Roy slept on. Ironically. Roy's a bit slept on. And no, Wendy is not slept on. Wendy is trash.
Yes. And now
don't let your Wendy hear that.
Oh no, Raph is used quite a bit, and as far as archers goes, he's the best one in Blazing Sword, but he's an archer in Blazing Sword, so... Oh, Geitz! Geitz is slept on, because Geitz is actually pretty good. Especially on hard mode. Geitz is pretty good on hard mode.
and that's the end because we haven't played. None of us have played 3 actually. This is the only one that's played Genealogy.
Yeah, Genealogy.
Hold
on. Is anyone slept on Genealogy? Here's the thing. If you don't know, I think most people do though, because Lachesis is one of those units where if you promote her, the same with Azazel, if you promote them, they become busted. Genealogy, I don't know if there's any slept on units in Genealogy, to be fair. Because again, with the child units, it all comes down to inheritance, and with the base units, most people have figured it out.
Yeah.
So I can't say for Genealogy, sorry to say. Also, there's a little hidden thing through here. So
Shall we turn the tables and do overrated?
What, get too much praise? Oh, yeah, well, we can easily do that one.
Yeah. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's start in. Let's go backwards this time. Let's go from Binding Blade.
Okay. Overrated in Binding Blade. Lalina. Again, we're not saying that. Alright, some of the cases units are bad. We're not saying we dislike these units. We're just saying that they get too much praise for their statistical performance. Lalina is one of them.
A reminder, overrated doesn't mean bad. It just means that
they get too much hype for...
Yeah. In some cases, these units are bad, but we're not saying that the ones we listed as overrated are necessarily bad, because some of them are actually really good, just not as good as everyone goes on about. So, yeah, Lalina is definitely a Binding Blade overrated unit. I don't know about anyone else, though.
Yeah.
Because, I can't say Sophia, because I know Sophia has a fans, but most people know Sophia is absolute shit.
Yeah.
And Wendy, no. Wendy doesn't... Sophia has fans. Wendy has me.
Yeah. I mean, you probably... I said it again. You did popularise people using Wendy, so...
Yeah. Again, I can't really think of anyone else, because Percival's great. Shana's really good. Marcus is good. Oh, actually, there is... No. I wouldn't say Ray's overrated. Because he's actually pretty solid. Yeah, again, I'd say Lalina. Because Gonzalez is good. Milady's great. Definitely Lalina. Sorry, it's Lalina straight up.
Okay, so
I think I can name one from FE7 though.
You can name quite a few from FE7 actually.
Yep.
Yeah.
The main one I can name is Hector.
Yeah, not as much as Lynn,
yeah.
but Hector, yeah. Don't get me wrong, Hector's good, but people think he's like unstoppable. He's not unstoppable. He is good though.
No.
He's the best lord in the game, but that's not saying much.
Hector may be director, but that doesn't mean that he's,
Oh my god, 1 second. Let's find out.
Woo!
Yes, Nino is definitely overrated. So Jafar. The Infinitium. Well, mate, good to see you, and thank you for following. So that makes free this stream. Wonderful. So yeah,
Infinitium, eh?
And off we go. Another one. Also, if you look at the top of the screen, I've only got like 2 energy tanks left to get. That's how much I love. Again, when you get to the cleanup part of this game, you can just like grab everything. Also, we're going to go back here because there's stuff to get. What do you call it?
So Blazing Sword, Canis.
Alright, no. I actually had to kind of rescind that. Canis is actually pretty good. The only thing about Canis is he's not like OP, but he is pretty damn good. So that one was again at the time I think I didn't do enough research. I still think he may get a slight bit too much praise because most people just go, oh my god, Lunatone, lol. But he is actually pretty good.
Yeah, again we have to clarify for overrated. We're not saying massively overrated. They can just be slightly overrated, which is why I said Canis.
Yeah, very slight, very slight. Again, massively overrated is Nino.
Yes.
We love Nino, but she's not good.
No.
What about Lynn? Oh yeah, Lynn's hugely over. Here's the thing: Lynn's hugely overrated, but generally it's only really the fanboys. I mean, the actual fanboys. It's not uncommon for a casual Fire Emblem 7 player to think Nino's good. Lynn players, casuals usually don't think Lynn's good. It's the fanboys who will defend Lynn. Not all of them, but a good chunk of them will defend Lynn to heaven and back.
Yeah. I love Lynn, but
So do
she
I.
does
That's
have
great.
Yeah.
As a
The main
character,
weakness
Lynn is
is
great.
she
but
doesn't
as
have a
a
strength
unit,
scroll.
Well, the Infinitium, if you want to get into Fire Emblem, I highly recommend it. It's a fantastic series if you like RPGs, but it's also a bit more streamlined and it's not as much of a time sink. Now is the best time to start because of games like Awakening, Fates, and Free Houses and so on. So if you've got questions Fire Emblem related, myself, the chat, Wolf Fox, and Dan, we're happy to answer because again, we primarily do Fire Emblem on this channel. In fact, yesterday we did Binding Blade, and then before that we did Free Houses.
Binding Blade. One of the two, I got it wrong.
Yeah. Also, we're going to take a quick break, but see you all soon. So again, it varies. Joshua's great, but people kind of hype him like mad.
Oh, no, Doc King brings up a really good point. Amelia.
Yeah, the trainees, alright, aside from Ross, the trainees are, alright, Ross is overhyped a bit, but he at least kind of lives up to it. Yeah, no, Amelia's not good.
Amelia and Ewan are just...
Ironically though, Amelia, with investment, Amelia will be the best of them. Do you want to know why?
Like in general.
No, she become a paladin. That's literally all there is.
True.
It's like, I'm a paladin, that's all you need to know. Now, I need to make
what if
my
her
way...
stats look better for a Great Knight though? Should you go Great Knight or General? Or Great Knight or Paladin?
Paladin's better. Here's the thing, Great Knights in FE6 and FE8 are not that good. They are 6 movement. That's less than Cav.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
angry. Ephraim as a character, yeah, I'll say he's overrated, but as a unit, Ephraim's definitely not overrated.
Ephraim's pretty good. Granted, he's not the best in the game, but he's pretty damn good. Right.
A monster.
He's not the best in the game. That's just because of Seth, I
think. In the game, but yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so I can shortcut around here.
I think Seth is still one of the best units ever.
Yeah, well, it's the same way, like, Vanessa and Cormag and Tana are also there.
Oh, Dark King as well. Yeah, Loot's overrated as well.
Loot is definitely overrated. She's borderline bad, but man, do people, and again, I'm guilty, people love Loot so much.
I mean, it's really confusing because Loot always, from the people I've seen play Sacred Stones, like you and Farah, and I've done it as well, Loot turns out to be a monster.
That's the reason why she's borderline, because Loot's whole thing is, bases are not good, and Artor is overall a better investment because of his, ability to be super effective against, monsters. But Loot, her growths aren't too bad, and she also gets mounted utility, and that's really good.
Yeah. Okay.
Plus, again, even though her bases aren't bad, because Sacred Stones is so easy, you wouldn't notice.
Exactly.
So, you know what? Sacred Stones has the opposite problem of sleepers. The game's too easy, where there are no sleepers, but the game's also so easy, everyone's overrated.
Overrated Path of Radiance units.
Path of Radiance... Oh yeah, Path of Radiance Ike is stupidly overrated. Because Ike is, he's not awful. He's about a C tier at best unit. Because here's the thing, his build is fine, but he's sword and foot locked. And yeah, that's all I need to say. Path of Radiance being sword and foot locked fucking blows.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Ike is built mostly unironically the mercenary class line, so it's very balanced.
Yeah.
But
he is very balanced.
Yeah.
Most of his growths are around 50.
Yeah, that's
But here's the thing, people think Ike is OP because Path of Radiance is not a difficult game, and once Ike gets Ragnar, he does become really strong, but people forget, guys, you get Ragnar literally 2 chapters from the end.
Yeah.
No, now, Radiant Dawn Ike is the 3rd best unit in the game.
Yeah. Sonic and Shadow, there's not really...
Sonic and Shadow?
There's not really any challenge to Sacred Stones. Maybe in the first few chapters there is, but after that, I'd say after the Joshua chapter, there's not a lot of challenge.
The challenge of Sacred Stones is weird.
The most challenge comes from the spider map. You know which one I'm talking about.
I've never really had an issue with that map, so...
Again, for me, Sacred Stones,
thanks to being Fog of War, it has fucked with me a bit.
I can see why it would fuck with you, but that's just I'm talking from personal experience, so.
Well, for me, Sacred Stones, it has challenge every now and then, but the moment you beat Volta, the challenge is gone. The second Volta dies, Sacred Stones challenge is all but gone. The rest of the game becomes, for me, piss easy.
don't really think we can count Ryoma as
Ryoma's not overrated.
Alright.
Ryoma's definitely.
Ryoma. Alright, I'm gonna be devil's advocate. Ryoma is only ever overrated in the context of Revelations, and I'll explain why. Because in Birthright, yeah, he practically is the best unit in the game next to Corrin, and yeah, honest to God, I even think Hinoka might be close up there. Hinoka is massively stepped on.
Yeah.
But people sometimes make the argument that Ryoma is the best unit in Fate, and I just say, Xander and Camilla, fuck you. Alright, I don't mean to say fuck you rude, but Xander and Camilla are better. Camilla joins earlier, and she has like all the things that make Camilla Camilla. Camilla's pretty much the best unit in Fate, statistically, and Xander is better than Ryoma simply on the grounds of being mounted.
Yes.
Yeah.
And for those wondering, does mounted really mean that much in Fire Emblem? Yes. Yes, it does.
Yeah. It means a lot.
Look at games like Path of Radiance and Path of Radiance, Genealogy, Thracia, and
I mean, granted, it varies from Fire Emblem game. Fates is not like uber mounted focus, but it's still a big thing. In fact, do you know what one of Ryoma's best reclassing options is? Paladin.
Makes sense.
So that takes away. Yeah, no, exactly. We're not trying to be mean by saying you don't have like your opinion about Ryoma being overrated is bad. Like that,
it's true.
We're just trying
to verify things. Yeah, that's all. That's all.
Yeah,
in fact, I agree that Ryoma is a bit overrated in the context of Rev.
Yeah,
but in terms of Birthright, no, I get it. I just think when people say best unit in Fates overall, no. Best unit in Birthright, I can get behind that. Fates overall, though, no.
Would Xander and Ryoma still be as good as they are without Siegfried and Raginto?
Yes, their stats are still fantastic, though the weapons are a big deal. Though, if that was without Siegfried and Raginto, Camilla would bend them over backwards. Because Camilla's like the best unit, she don't even have one of those. Imagine if Camilla did have one,
Imagine if Camilla did have a personal weapon like that. Oh,
Christ, man.
Destruction City bid.
Yeah.
Get everywhere.
Get off the throne, Xander. That's Camilla's throne. I'm sorry.
I got there and powerbomb, yeah.
Birthright scan and in your eyes I see.
Yeah. So we did.
So for those wondering, what I'm doing now is what I like to do when it comes to Metroid Prime, is because I've got quite a lot of the power-ups, I'm taking the long way back, because again, if I wanted to, I could really, really hurry back and get all the stuff. But I'm taking the long way back to get as many power-ups as possible, so that if I ever have to do cleanup in this game, like off-screen, it's very minimal and you won't miss out on much, because, like, again, there is quite a bit of cleanup to do, but if I do as much as I can on the way to things, not only is it just more interesting to engage with conversation and show off more of the game, when it comes to cleanup, I can, like, it'll maybe, take me 20 minutes to do off-screen, and so we can get straight to, just the next bit of the game, rather than having to dedicate an entire session to cleanup. Otherwise, that would get tedious. Yeah, try and
what about overrated in Radiant Dawn?
Overrated in Radiant Dawn.
Nephany. No, as much as I like Nephany, I think she's a bit overrated in Radiant Dawn.
Alright. I can see that, but Path of Radiance is worse. Path of Radiance is so much worse.
Yeah. I can see that. I think it's because, like, with Nephany's, like, Path of Radiance, like, obviously people, like, praise her up. And then Radiant Dawn, I think it's kind of the same, but it's still kind of warranted in Radiant Dawn, but not.
She's better in Radiant Dawn. She's definitely better in Radiant Dawn, but again, she's not ridiculously good. She still has problems, but she's better. But in Path of Radiance, no, man. Nephany's not good. Worst unit in the game, wouldn't go that far, but she ain't good. She sure as shit ain't good. Also, you've probably been noticing by now, wow, BlazingKnight using power bombs for everything in this game. I know. This game loves fucking power bombs.
What about
Metroid? Power bomb everything.
Well done, Mystic Blue, for getting through the paralog. Well done. Also, the Goose Roars, no, they're not overrated. They are so good because their stats are just that amazing. Overrated in Radiant Dawn, aside from Nephany.
Would you
Edward.
say? I was gonna say, would you say Edward?
Yeah, because here's the thing. Edward, for a lot of people on normal mode, Edward's actually pretty good. The moment you do hard, lunatic mode, Edward is fucking trash. Seriously, Edward is absolute trash. And the reason why is I'm not trying to besmirch him and say he's unusable. It's the fact that in hard mode, not only the enemy stronger, but Edward does not get weapon advantage and he gets less EXP. So that really hurts him. Also, I'm going the wrong way.
Another overrated Radiant Dawn.
So it's I don't think any of the Grail mercenaries are overrated. All of them are good. Mia's good. Oscar's not overrated because people don't really think that highly of him. Boyd's alright. Gatry's good. Titania's fantastic. Shinnon's fantastic. So yeah, I can't say for the Dawn thing. Dawn Brigade, again, not really. Most of them, again, some of them are underrated. Nolan's good. Jill's amazing. Volug's amazing.
Is Z-Hawk overrated?
Who?
Z-Hawk?
No, Z-Hawk's really good in Radiant Dawn. Second best sword master. Mia's the overall best though. Which is funny because in Path of Radiance, Mia's crap.
Yeah.
Xerox, okay in Path of Radiance, good in Radiant Dawn. Mia, great in Radiant Dawn, and shit in Path of Radiance.
I don't think of other ones.
I'm trying to think.
I can't really think of any more overrated in Radiant Dawn.
Yeah, neither can I. So Radiant Dawn's a weird one. I think everything's been established.
Yeah. So
again, it's like what about Ashley and Bakalov? No, they're both shit.
Yeah, they're both.
And Joffrey and Kieran aren't overrated either because people who use them know how good they are for the chapters they appear in. Because again, I can't really think of an overrated unit in Radiant Dawn. Aside from maybe Nephany.
Yeah, and Edward.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll skip Shadow Dragon and
Awakening Time. Donald.
100% Donald.
Here's the thing. Yes, if you grind Donald can be great. But that's the thing. If you grind, we've got to do this with mentality that you don't grind. If you don't grind, oh my god, Donald is shit.
Yeah. Donald needs a few. I do like the idea because he's basically introduction to, hey, you can grind if you want, and he's worth it. But if you have the time, do it. If you don't want to do it, don't bother.
Yeah. Again, if you're doing the casual one, then by all means Donald, because again, he will be really damn good.
Yeah. Would you say Gaius is overrated?
No, because thief utility.
Yeah.
And same with Olivia, Dancer. Alright, so here, I know in the original Gamecube version, you can cheese this thing and sequence break it and get the Plasma Melody. Here, you have to do this giant, elaborate as fuck puzzle to get through here. And it is long, ladies and gentlemen, so it might take a good 10 minutes. But it's worth it because the flamethrower is literally that good.
I think I know one that's a bit overrated, but it might seem like I'm talking out of my ass. Muriel.
I don't think Muriel gets that much praise though. I mean, personally. So.
Yeah, that's the thing. I've rarely hear people talk.
Oh no, wait. No, I was thinking back to underrated because.
I can see.
Mage in Awakening, she's probably the worst mage in the game, but still she's a mage.
I think Rickon's worse than her. I think.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me. I never use Rickon. I've never used Rickon because I don't like it.
You activate this and up it goes. Right, see a tackle. Merry Christmas, by the way, because again, I'm not going to be streaming the thing. So Merry Christmas, tackle.
Merry Christmas. Yeah. I've used Rickon before. He can
Lonku overrated? I'm 50-50. I'm not sure how biased Awakening is to sword-locked units, because he is good in that department, so it depends. Awakening does favour magic a lot, though. I can't really speak for Lonku. Here's the thing. If he is, I wouldn't be surprised. If he isn't, I also wouldn't be surprised.
Lewis has a bot in the chat.
Oh, yeah. Please get rid of the bot, please. Be gone, bot.
Get rid of it.
Yeah.
Unlimited ban works.
Alright, so yeah, Dark King, I'm gonna elaborate on that. None of the children are overrated because children, it all comes down to inheritance and so on. So I really, you can't, it's not as like de facto as the other ones. Oh shit! Whoa! Sorry, I overshot the jump.
Damn.
I gotta do this again.
Okay. Fates.
Overrated. Well, we already said Ryoma.
Yeah.
Takumi. Takumi is actually the worst of the royals.
Is he?
Because here's the thing. Let's break it down. Okay, so the first royals you get are released in Sakura, both of which have healing utility, so that's good. Next you get Hinoka, and Hinoka's really good. Pegasus Knight comes in with good bases, good growths, all that stuff, and and so on. And her class line is really good. And then you get Takumi, who's foot and bowlocked from the start. He can become a Kinshi Knight, But Reina exists, and she's got better bases and so on. Granted, Takumi's a really good archer, but he's still an archer. He hits hard, but again, he's a bowlock archer. Yeah. Also, after Takumi comes Camilla.
In bird fights
and then after that, you get Leo, who's slept on and actually pretty damn good, really good mixed attacker. And then Ryoma and Xander, who, sorry Takumi, you don't stand up to those two. I'm not saying Takumi's bad, but as far as royals go, he's the worst because he can do. The thing is, all Takumi can do is hit hard from distance at base, whereas all the other ones can do like either that and better, or just so much more.
Yeah.
Nice.
I have to say, Takumi just. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. I'm not saying Takumi's necessarily bad. He's still way better than Setsuna.
Yeah.
Also, when you're on this bit of the spider ball, you have free reign to move. You don't have to stick to the track.
Would you say Charlotte's overrated?
Yes, I would. Because Charlotte is, Charlotte hits hard and can crit a lot with investment, but her bases are, ugh. And especially at a point in Conquest where not only is EXP hard to get by, but she joins the same chapter, you get Benny. After that, you get Leo, then you get Gunter, then you get Xander. So it's unless you really want to. That's the thing. The ironic part is Charlotte is a fantastic pair-up bot because with S support, it's plus 8 strength, plus 5 speed. Give her to Xander and watch him fucking destroy Conquest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That actually reminds me of a potential underrated one for Fate. I mean, that is all subjective, of course, but how good is Benny considered?
How good is who?
Benny.
Benny is really good as a knight. He's a knight to the best and worst of his abilities. He's not as good as Effie. He's really good in terms of bulk. Just bulk, nothing can hurt him. But he doesn't have the best strength, and his speed is abysmal. So he's one where don't go Great Knight because his speed will really let him down. Go where he fights, so you don't have to deal with that.
Yeah, I can see that, but the main reason I thought maybe he's underrated because Effie exists and Effie is fantastic.
Yeah. Effie unfortunately does make him a bit. Let's put it. Okay.
Yeah, that.
Vendrana drifts. Okay, I'm just remembering where I've got to go. Vendrana drifts south. We've got to head back.
Overrated units in.
Okay, so, let's move on to
Echoes. I don't know. Who does get too much praise in Echoes? Because I can't really say. Oh, Grey definitely not.
No, because Grey's a monster.
Yeah, Faye definitely not. Tobin and Cliff. Alright, you know what it is though? It's a case of Tobin and Cliff because they're given the wrong classes. The wrong quote unquote optimal classes. Because the optimal class for Grey is actually Mage, and the optimal class for. The optimal class for Tobin is Mage, the optimal class for Cliff is Archer, and most people go the other way around. Also, watch this. See the plasma beam?
Yeah.
Literally burns them to a crisp. It's beautiful. So yeah, back there.
Does anyone have the Flame High Nord sound clip?
Burn to the ground.
Please don't.
Burn!
Yeah, burn to the ground, burn to the ground. So what we could do is we could cut through here to get to the Phazon Mines other area. I'm not going to do that because I've still got more exploring to do. Because again, there's some stuff to get, and I also want to get because again, now that I have the plasma beam, I can literally just get everything in the Vendrana Drift. You have no idea how much opens up. Because remember, that's the ice area of the game. The whole game practically opens up for you once you get the plasma beam for the Vendrana Drift. It's ridiculous. Sonya, no. Sonya's not. Alright, I don't know about Sonya because here's the thing. I'm tempted to say. I can see where you're coming from some moves because. Alright, so let's break it down. Sonya is technically in Echoes, not Gaiden. Echoes, she's technically the worst unit in the game. But the thing is, the LTC players know that. I don't think the casuals do, so it's a mixed bag.
Yeah.
I also think Claire's really bad as well. Which is funny because she's a peg, but I remember Claire is not good. So I don't know if there's an overrated one for Echoes, honestly. Because Grey's, Saber's fantastic. May's really good.
Saber.
Yeah.
Is Saber the best Merc in the game.
I think either him or Gray.
Yeah.
Yeah, because for me, Saber's always better.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Because, plus I just prefer Saber, he's fantastic.
Yeah.
And here's actually something very funny. Before, one day I actually looked up Gray's voice actor, and I was surprised to find out that despite, I've looked up Saber's voice actor, I was kind of surprised to find out that he and Crow did not have the same one.
Okay.
They do
Also,
sound
I'm going to
very
take a
alike,
quick
though.
break, see you all soon. But Dean is not overrated or underrated. Dean's actually really, really good. In fact, I think Dean might be either second best or third best Dreadfire.
That's actually a very good one, Juan.
Wait, who?
I do agree with that one a bit.
Like,
That's
that's the thing.
That's what I was going to say, Lysithia. I was going to say Lysithia.
Potentially.
Yeah,
I can see
Lysithia.
Lysithia works both ways. Lysithia's magic output is ridiculous. I think in terms of just being a mage, because of her spell list and so on, she is the best one in the game.
Yeah.
But Lysithia is also goes down at the power of a wet fart, so she can get killed really easily.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I think
thing
she gets too much hype because she can kill the Dark Knight really early. She can kill
Death
the
Knight,
Death Knight really
yeah.
early, like
Yeah.
with relative ease. So.
Okay, no, Byleth is not overrated.
Yeah.
Byleth is fantastic in Free Houses. Especially
Yeah.
female Byleth,
Yeah,
because
I
Peg
agree,
Knight. Byleth is great.
Zach, Violet's not overrated, and Dark Magician Dimitri is not overrated.
No, none of the Lords are. That's the thing. None of the Lords are
No.
overrated, and so on.
Dimitri's a monster.
Yeah, Dimitri has the highest
Literally.
attack growth and the highest attack, in the game? Attack cap. I
Yeah.
think.
But,
Who possibly be overrated?
I think the main reason I think Lysithia is overrated is because due to her being the best mage, she's often classed as the best unit.
No.
Which
No, she's not the best
isn't
unit. This is the
necessarily
thing.
true.
Is Lysithia a Wyvern Lord? No, then she's not the best unit.
No. Yeah.
Sorry, Wyvern Lord is so
Not only
good
that,
in
but
game.
again,
Yeah.
as you said, she goes like if you look at her funny, she already faints.
No,
like
she's just
she-
really touchy about it.
She has defense issues. Yeah. She
No,
has-
Bernie's not overrated. In fact, Bernie is quite meta because of the fact with Venge. I think Holy Knight Bernie is the meta. I don't know what it is, but she becomes stupidly powerful with Holy Knight class. I don't
Yeah.
know why. Because here's the thing, Vengeance is such a good skill, it's actually disgusting.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go through each house and like really think about it. So Edelgard, no. Hubert, no. He's another really good magic user. Dorothea, no. She's a really good mixed build. Petra, no. She's really good.
No.
Ferdinand, no. He's actually quite a good defensive unit. Linhardt, no. He's literally the best white magic user in the game. Caspar, no. He's one of the weakest units and everyone knows that. Bernadetta, no. She's really good too. So yeah, we covered the Black Eagles. Blue Lions.
And then go Blue Lions Dimitri, no. Dedu, no.
No. Oh, actually,
Shut up,
Dedu,
box.
a little bit, because some think he's the best armor in the series. No. He's not the best armor in the series.
but-
He is a really good armor, but best in the series? Nah, he's no Oswin.
No. I was going to say, yeah, Oswin's probably the best. Felix?
No, Felix is
I wouldn't
great.
say-
Early game
Felix
Felix.
is
Alright, do you want to know why early game Felix is so good? Here's this thing. His crest is like, his is a major crest, so activate Austin, it gives him +5 attack. He also gets +5 attack if he doesn't have a gambit, and in the early game, the gambits are so shit, you might as well not have them. Oh shit.
Yeah.
So he gets +10 attack right off the bat. Okay, Felix is.
Felix is crest.
Not overrated. Like, as much as Paul Fox wants to say she is, she's not.
No, Ingrid is fantastic.
No,
Literally,
I know
Ingrid-
Ingrid is not overrated.
It's just,
It's just
the unfortunate,
it's just yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
and,
she,
and
I
then,
will say
no,
though, she is Mercedes perhaps.
Alright, Mercedes, as much as I love Mercedes, I think Mercedes is only overrated if you don't do a purist run. If you do a purist run, she's great. If not, because here's the thing, she's great in terms of magic healing, but she doesn't have many utility spells, and she's not the best magical attacker. So if you want to like mix, like, because one of the things that makes certain mages so good is that like Marianne, Dorothea, Lysithia, Constance, Happy, and Linhardt is that they can do utility, healing, and attack. Mercedes can only really do healing and a bit of attack. Utility is not there. Also, by the way, so you know that wall I pull up, you basically, usually you can scan it and it will say, oh, you need Bendesium. You can't scan this wall, so you literally have, unless you use the Exercise, you have no clue you can blow it up. And this is often the chosen artifact that most people forget. It's a dick move. Anyway, going back to Thingamajig. So Mercedes, it depends on what type of run you're doing. Annette, I'd only say she's overrated if you think she's amazing and you do a purist mage build, because Annette does not work that well as a mage, but if you give her, like, War Cleric, holy fuck.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you make her War Cleric, she's disgusting.
Yeah.
She's...
Ash...
Give her a bolt axe and she's...
No, because Ash is not seen as that great, and Ash honestly isn't that great. He's not bad, but he's not that great.
Ash is the goodest boy, but he's not fantastic.
Yes. Sylvain's just very balanced.
Yeah, Sylvain's very balanced. I think he's not overrated either. Most people agree he's like very, very balanced.
Well,
so Golden Deer time.
Most people just don't like Sylvain. Like, I think a lot of people don't like him. I don't know why. I personally love Sylvain. I think he's a really interesting character.
Oh, I agree. His supports, he's got some of the best supports in the game. If you ever doubt Sylvain, read some Mercedes support. It's literally unbelievable. So yeah, more power bombs.
Yeah.
Okay, so
right. Zach, Flame is not overrated because Flame, until the DLC came out, Flame was pretty crap.
Yeah. So
now it's Golden Deer.
Claude's not. None of the Lords are. Hilda definitely not.
No, Hilda's good. Hilda is legit really good.
Leonie definitely not.
Leonie's great. I think she's definitely one like the higher meta, like the meta, if you will. Leonie's really, really up there. Raphael's good. Ignat's slept on a little bit. Lorenz is solid.
I like Lorenz. Lorenz is good.
Lascivia again. Lascivia's partially overrated. Partially.
Yeah, as you say, Lascivia's partially overrated, and Marianne's definitely.
No, Marianne's fantastic. So again, Free House is balanced and built in a way where it's hard to be overrated. Like, again, the only one I can maybe say is if we look at the church units. But even then, a lot of them aren't overrated either. Shamir's fantastic. Catherine falls off later, but people know that. Sephiroth is so good. Jarik's overrated? No fucking way. Have you seen his fucking base stats? Oh my god. And weapon rates.
This is pretty interesting. Say Dan, did you know that currently on Steam, Star Wars Battlefront 2 is only €2.90?
Wait, the EA one? Or the original?
The other one. The original one. The good one.
Get the original one.
I probably will.
Okay, so yeah.
I mean,
damn it! No, I went the wrong way. Dang it!
No. Nowadays, the EA Styles Battlefront 2 isn't actually all that bad. It's actually pretty fun. Now that they've got rid of the microtransactions, it's pretty fun.
I might consider that one day, though.
What about the Ashen Wolves? No, all the Ashen Wolves are actually all the Ashen Wolves are pretty good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they really over or underrated since they all have their specific thing they do good and they're really good at that one thing.
Yeah, again, and even then, like the weaker units.
Or for two of them, it's just. Yeah, I mean, for two of them, the good thing is magic, which is it's not awakening magic, but it's Free Houses magic. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's still pretty good.
And again, no one thinks Anna's good because she isn't.
She's not.
Cyril?
Nah, Cyril, it depends on pathway. If you think he's good in Silver Snow, no, he sucks in Silver Snow. But every other one, he is alright.
Now I want to try when I play Silver Snow want to use Cyril just because I hate myself.
I did use Silver Snow, Cyril. Here's the thing, it's not actually that bad because even though he comes in under-leveled, what Free Houses does so well, and I love the game for this, is that if your unit's under-leveled, the EXP gain they get is tremendous, even as an adjundant unit. So if you've got struggling with Cyril, literally have him pair up with someone, have them get kills, and he'll literally catch up in no time. And I love that Free Houses does that. It really caters to that and helps it to be more balanced.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, the reason I'm here is I've got to blow this up and then I get a grapple point, and then I can swing over and get this mess up. Again, you've got to go so out of your way to get some of this shit. Okay, so yeah, swing. And then we've got to head one more area, and then, yeah. Okay. Wonderful. Yeah, so
I think that everyone, there's...
Yeah, I think we've got them all. So yeah, we've gone through overrated, underrated, and slept on Fire Emblem units. Also, the drone just randomly disappeared. What? It didn't even blow up, it just kind of phased out of existence. I'm sorry, my planet needs me. How strange. Anyway. Yeah, so...
Should have gone for the head.
I did go for the head. And it just like, it was like, nope.
No, the droid.
Yeah.
The head.
Lured
The head.
it out of existence.
Anyway, so what was I saying? So yeah, so we go through here in Metroid Prime, and then we... 1 second. No, it's back. Gotta go backwards, yeah. So yeah, probably once this session's over, when we come back, we'll explore the rest of this place, because again, we've got all we need to explore all of it, so we might as well get the Fendronitrus out and done with, because we don't need the face-on suit. Spoilers, we get a new suit in this game. It's black, and it looks really cool. So yeah, we'll probably clear out this area, then go to the space pirate place, and then on the way back, get the rest of the stuff. Next time we do the stream. Because again, I've already got... I think there's 250 missiles in total, or 255, so we don't have too many left to get, I don't think. And god dang it. Would you... Again, space pirates, would you please go away? I don't even know... I'm surprised there's this many left at this point, considering how many have been blowing up.
Yeah. Yeah, just thought, man, I may have know a game that could be interesting for you to let's play.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I would love for Gore Magala to come back in Monster Hunter World. Especially with like just the new mechanics and the new thing. Which Gore Magala is one of my favorite monsters in 4.
That would be really interesting.
That would be fantastic. Alright.
Yeah, the stealth platformer.
What'd you
Mark
say?
of the Ninja is the game.
Oh, the Ninja.
Thing. Yeah, that's a really good game.
Yeah.
I'll
Usually one of my favorite platformers.
Wow. Well, your Ash is doing really well then. 27 strength at level 27, very nice. Because Ash's strength isn't the best.
Ooh. Yeah, Ash's strength is...
But he's not meant to be. He's meant to be more of the sniper type person. You know what's funny though? I think his like skill and luck are really good.
Yeah. In my Blue Lives run, his strength was the second worst.
Oof.
Shadow Dragon, WoW doesn't need... The thing is, WoW doesn't need any more updates. WoW's practically... The Monster Hunter WoW's practically complete.
Yeah, again, unless you want to add new monsters, but I reckon they'll probably wait. Well,
Yeah, which they've done in updates, which I get, but like, there's no need for a big expansion, because the only thing that was missing was, like, the ice area, and we got that in Iceport, and there's not much you can miss now.
Again, I reckon, I think Monster Hunter's got enough updates. They've been supporting the game fantastically. I think at this point, they'll probably just focus on Rise and then make, like, Monster Hunter World 2, this time featuring, like, practically everything. Or instead of Monster Hunter World, it'll be called Monster Hunter something else.
Monster Hunter Ultimate.
Yeah.
All the Monster
Hunter World Ultimate.
Monster Hunter Universe.
Yes.
Yeah, because again,
Every
now that we've got the Monster Hunter engine, I wonder what they're going to do. Like, what can they add mechanically to Monster Hunter? I think we've kind of peaked with World. And granted, Rise has got new stuff too, but even then, it's just kind of adding a few bells and whistles onto World. I know, like, you can do much more climbing and it's faster, but World was a massive overhaul.
Yeah. The thing is, like, I think you said it before, but Rise is essentially Monster Hunter World on the Switch.
Yeah, it's literally like, look, we couldn't get Monster Hunter World on the Switch, this is the next best thing. Oh wait, you know what, fuck it, Plasma
Because
Beam.
the Switch would explode if it tried to run Monster Hunter World.
Yeah, some people wanted it on the Switch, and I'm like, guys, you really underestimate how weak the Switch is. Granted, you know, the Switch has done really well to optimize a lot of games, but there's only so much the poor thing can do.
Yeah. And Monster Hunter World is such an intensive game. There's no way.
It's not just graphically intensive. It's also the AI and the fact that everything's done in real time.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter World is 30 FPS on the PS4. Imagine trying to play this shit on the Switch. It would be like 2 FPS.
Yeah. Also, imagine
as
trying
much
to fight
as I
monster while in undocked mode. Like, that monster take up the
No,
entire
I think that would literally
screen.
break the game in half. Like, here's the thing. 3 houses lags in undocked mode. Imagine Monster Hunter World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, what's
as
this?
much as I will defend the Witcher on Switch, it runs really well for me. It's not the best port of the game.
No, it's not. I remember the game, when they showed the trailer, it looked like it was only like 12 frames a second.
Yeah.
That's definitely an underestimate. It runs really well, a lot better than you think.
No, I was saying when I first saw the
not
trailer, so
as
probably
good
they
as-
optimized it by then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because the game runs perfectly fine. It's just not the optimal way to play.
No, it wouldn't be. Probably play it on like a PC is the optimal.
I would still love a Witcher 2 and 1 port to the Switch in like a Witcher 3 engine, because those two games could use a good overall, because
Mainly the Witcher
VC
1.
videos, one I could see you.
Yeah.
I'd say
Graphically wise, the Witcher 1 looks horrendous.
true. I do kind of like the art style of the Witcher 1. It does have some
Oh yeah, by the way,
charm.
now that I have the
That's
Plus V,
it.
this game just went from
But,
Metroid Prime to Doom Eternal.
Yeah.
You're seeing how much I'm destroying these things. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Do you know why I also mentioned Witcher 2 in that end? Because that game has apparently the worst combat in the series.
It's alright. I've played Witcher 2, it's alright.
Alright, so what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is before... Alright, so there's a save point here. I could end the stream, but here's the thing. There's literally just one more Chosen Artifact I've got to get on the way, and then I've got to backtrack and get all the rest of the stuff. So we'll get that Chosen Artifact, backtrack, save the game, and end the stream. Because we've literally just got one more thing to get in this one specific area, and then we don't want to do pretty much any more back and forth in the Fendrana Gist. Then we just go back to the starting area, get the stuff there, then we're done. Feeling that we end the stream in a snow themed area. Yeah, it is Christmas after all.
Yeah. That was the funny thing, is when I was recording today for Ruby Grimmer Clips, I used Weiss, and then it was like halfway through like the recording, so it's kind of ironic that I'm using like the ice-based character.
Yeah, it's
in the winter season.
Yeah, well, of course.
That was definitely not planned, was it? Wink, wink.
No, it wasn't. Because I wanted to use, because the original character that I was going to use was Blake, because I fucking love Blake. She's my favourite member of Team Ruby, and Tyler's my favourite character in the series.
I think Blake this is more so because of the way the series has gone. Blake, especially from Season 4 onwards, really grew on me. Season 5 was Blake's season.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Blake has she's progressed.
I mean, that's just character growth. Weiss as well has really grown. Weiss has become much better. Ruby's the only one that hasn't really. I'm not saying she's bad. I love Ruby, but she's not the one that has had her big moment yet. All three of the girls have really had their big moment.
Not yet. Yep.
But Yang's my overall favorite. I love the whole cast of Ruby.
Yeah.
I mean,
my favorite from Team Ruby is Weiss, because
Weiss's family thing is so
hair.
interesting.
That is just a weakness of mine.
It's like me and Silverhead.
Right. So here's the thing. See this little cracked mirror here. So you melt that, and you see that thing over there. You can't lock onto it. So yeah, miss out. Again, some of the chosen artifacts are weird because you can't do the typical stuff you could do when searching for them.
Yeah.
How do I like Doom Eternal? Okay, I've only played about 2 or 3 levels so far, but I'm loving the changes. It's actually, the game even at normal mode is really hard because the enemies are uber aggressive, but the new mechanics like the Omega punching and the grappling and so on are really, really, really good. The hammer count in that game is really low. Also, I love that the game, you can now warp to certain areas to find all the collectibles just in case you missed one, because in the original Doom, some of them, once you missed it, you were soft-locked until you restarted that level. So I really appreciate that. So yeah, Doom Eternal is fantastic. But again, also, just the way it's built, it really feels like a retro, what do you call it? Like a retro PC shooter come to given a HD update. Like just the way the HUD is designed and everything.
Do you want to know who my other favourite character is in Ruby? It's going to surprise you.
Who?
Actually, I want you to see if you can guess who my other favourite character is.
In Ruby? It's not Neo, is it?
Nope. Neo's number...
It's not Raven.
No, 3.
It's not Raven.
Nope.
It's not Crow.
Nope.
Is
Ren.
I want to see if the chat can guess it as well.
Favorite character in Ruby. Alright, It's not Salem, is it?
Nope.
Is it Ren?
It's not. Is it Oscar?
Ren's number 3. Who was that, sorry?
Is it Oscar?
Nope.
Is it
Nora.
Juan?
Nope.
It's Pyrrha.
Nope. Pyrrha's number 2. Pyrrha's number 2.
Makes
Okay.
sense.
You said your favorite character. That's Blake.
Yeah, no, Blake's tied with this other character. As my
Okay.
favorite.
Is it?
Ha! Tsukuyomi, you got it right. Cinder.
Oh, Cinder. Oh God.
Cinder.
Oh,
I mean, to be
love
fair,
Cinder.
Dan does like a bad woman.
I do. She's
Yeah.
But the reason is because I have like the headcanon. I haven't seen season 8 or the rest of season 7, so I don't know if this is actually true. But I have the headcanon of the reason she wants power is because when she was a child or when she was younger, she felt really powerless and she doesn't want to feel like that again.
Okay.
That's the reason I feel like she's like that, and it's the reason I love her. I love her design. I love her.
So she's become intoxicated with it. Yeah, she's just become intoxicated with it. Okay, so thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. Yeah, thank you all very much for tuning in to the Metroid Prime live stream. I had a great time. So next time we come back in the new year, we're going to do the rest of Vendana Gist, go back to the Phazon Mines to explore more of the area, and then get the Phazon suit, and maybe, if we have time, we might even fight Ridley. Big thank you to Wolf Fox and Dan for helping out, not only today, but throughout the year. Thank you so much. It's been wonderful.
not an issue.
Yeah. And also, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone watching at home, all the followers and all the stuff, and so on, because 2020 has been a hard year. Let's not deny, it's been a very, very hard year for all of us. You know, I've struggled massively, my family struggled, friends have struggled, we've all struggled. But the one thing this year that did really well for me was Twitch, and it's all thanks to all of you, and I really, really, from the bottom of my heart, really appreciate it. Twitch has been fantastic this year for my growth, for the games I've streamed, for the fun I've had, for the co-hosting I've done. It's been incredible, and I'm really happy that at least something good did come out this year. There have been other things, but Twitch was really, really good this year. So I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas, a happy new year. Here's to 2021. You know, it can't get much worse, knock on wood. But until then, thank you all very, very, very much for watching. I will see you next time. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, goodbye everybody. I love you all. Stay safe and enjoy yourselves.